All right, here we go. Together strong. Let's bring our arms all the way up, and I want you to reach for your ceiling. And then think about just the right side of your body and stretch the right side of your body. And then stretch the left side of your body. And while we stretch, then back to both sides, soft through the shoulders, and then go back to your right, back to the left, back to both. And then I want you to soften through your knees and come all the way down. Bring your arms up to the side, swan dive down. Bring your nose towards your knees, your tailbone up towards the sky. Raise those sit bones. And now just pedal out your hamstrings. So this workout, Together Strong, I have 16 exercises. It sounds like a lot, doesn't it? And then roll up nice and slow. Drag your hands up your legs. Bring those arms all the way back out. Sweep one over and twist. Sweep one over the other way. So we're just starting to bring a little twist in. And now start to lift your feet and pivot those ankles. So we're going to have a full body workout in 40 minutes. And one more. And then we're coming back up to the center. Take one foot and then bring your toes up towards the sky. And now hinge down. Put a bend in that opposite knee. Front leg is straight. Now, can you reach down towards it? Say hello to your glutes and your hamstrings. All right, we're going to rise up and then bring that foot behind you to do a nice little quad stretch. Anytime, grab the wall, grab a chair, grab your counter, whatever's close. All right, take it over to the other side. So opposite foot up and then hinge forward. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Big bend in that. The opposite leg has a big bend in it. Now reach your hands down towards your feet. May not reach, may go past, may come way up, but I want you to feel that connection to the back of the leg, right from your calf, hamstring, and glute. And then come on back up, and we're gonna go for that standing quad stretch. So knee to knee, thigh to thigh, lift that heel up towards your glutes. I'm going to get you guys to mute because we've got music going in every direction. And then now reach back up, hinge down. Inhale it all the way up and then take it over to one side. Come on back up, hinge down, arms to the side, all the way up, hinge to the other side. And then bring your arms to cactus arms and let's just start to twist side to side. So we're warming up our spine, warming up our core. We'll do one more, and then we're going to come just to a flat back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Grab one dumbbell. I'm going to go for my 10-pound. We're going to do an offset knee up. So one arm's up, opposite leg starts to come up, that knee. So reach it up. Try and keep that core nice and straight. You want your bicep in line with your ear. Take it up and reach. So we're going to do each exercise twice. Some are going to be unilateral, meaning we're going to do separate sides of the body, and some will be full, both sides. Take it up and lift and up and lift. One more. Now let's hold it here. See if you get this arm nice and long, this arm nice and high, core engaged for 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Great start. Take it over to the other side. So I've given us a 15-second to transition, and then we're going to take it up. And here we go. Lift and lower, up and lower. Push. Arms nice and long. Lift and up. Woo. Press and lift. So the higher we go, the more that core is engaged. So some of us might want to go a little lower because we're warming up. Take it up. And we're going to hold it. Find your balance. So put a small bend in that standing knee, protect the knee. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Grab 2 weights. Grab a sip of water. So round 2 is all about our biceps. So the first one we're going to do a bicep supinating. So arms are going to be by your side. You're going to bring it up to the wrists facing your shoulders and bring it back down. Really good. Think about your biceps and engage those muscles. Okay. So roll the shoulders back and down. And here we go. Arms by your side. We squeeze it up and we lower it down. Take it up, squeeze, and lower. Now we're really trying to stay focused on our biceps, right? The muscles between our shoulders and our elbows. Nice, strong, that front of the arm, as opposed to rocking or rolling that lower back. Take it up and down. Take it up. Nice. We go nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1. Make sure those shoulders aren't climbing. And we've got time for one more. Bring it up. Woo. Nice. Next one, we're still going to go with the neutral, supinating bicep curl, but we're going to come into a little bias squat. So we're just going to bend down just a tiny bit. Like I'm tiny bit, but my shoulders are going to be back and down. My core is tight. And here we go. We supinate. So starting to bring that lower body into the game. Right? Starts to work those knee stabilizers. Definitely works the core. Make sure you're not swinging. Bring it up. Those biceps do all the work here. Squeeze it up and bring it down. Take it up. Woo. And bring it down. A couple more. Up and down. Woo. Take it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. All right, grab some water. Next round, we're going to be going 2 rounds, tricep extensions. So we're going to hug those elbows in, and you're going to drop nice and low. So you can put one foot back into that athletic stance, and then we're going to lift it all the way up. Okay. So I'm going to count us nice and slow. But we'll get a few in just at regular tempo, regular pace. So let's start up. That dumbbell head is pointing towards your ceiling. It stays pointing towards my ceiling. I push it back up and down. Push it up and down. Now, when I come back down, I'm really trying to keep my elbows in line with my biceps, by my ears, and those elbow points up to the ceiling. All right, let's take it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get nice and low. Bring it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo. How fast did that go when you go slow? All right, we're going to take it back. One more round. Take it up. I'm trying to get our full body in 40 minutes. Hug those legs. Hug those elbows in. And here we go. Push it up. Drop it down. Lift. And lower. Up. Woo. So we're working the triceps, right? Those muscles, the back of the arms. We lift and we lower. Push it up and down. Lift. Are you getting your full range? Go down, 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 down. See if you can even get an extra inch maybe. Push it straight up. And up. And lift. 2 more. Reach. And lower. Woo. All right, did your triceps wake up? Those muscles right here. And give yourself a little stretch. Next, we're going to move to our shoulders, and we're going to do a neutral shoulder press. So the elbows are going to start here. Weight's going to start over above our shoulders, and we're going straight up, straight down. Then we're going to bring it up to a military press. So kind of combo, okay? So military press to combo. And let's get ready to go. So up, nice neutral, bring it down. Lift it straight up, palms towards me. Pull it down for a military. Palms back towards each other and down. Lift and down. So working our shoulders, delts here. Ooh. Bring it down and up and lift. Squeeze your back muscles. That press up and down, equally important. Down. One more military press. Ooh. Up and down. All right, so we have that movement. We're going to keep that movement, but we're going to go single arms. See if I can do this. Come on up. Hug it in. All right, let's go for the right. Neutral. Left neutral. Both neutral. And then one arm, shoulder press. Other arm, palms towards each other. Back to the singles. Up and down. Both arms up, palms to me. We do a military press, side to side. Palms towards one another and down. One arm up. Whew. Both arms up. Palms to me. Last set. Down. And down. And there we have it. Whew. Shoulders come alive. Give those little circles. Catherine, you won't have to roll your carry-on. You're going to be carrying it through the airport like this, up over your shoulders. All right, we're going to go rear lateral raise. So bring your weights down a little lighter. Palms are going to face each other. Might bend into those knees and head and neck in line. Lift it up and squeeze. So what we want to focus on here is that squeeze of the back muscles. So squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Bring it down and bring it up. Yep. Woo. Again, core's locked, core's tight. And up. Squeeze. You've got this. A few more. 2 more. 2 and 1. All right. We're going to go down to one weight. We're doing that same exercise, but I'm going to take us halfway through. Other hand's going to come and just sit on your lower back with your palm here and bend into those knees. We're going to do just the right arm. Lift it up. So keep your gaze. I know you want to look at me, but don't. Keep your gaze just a couple of feet ahead of you. Your core's locked in. Take it up. We're not rotating. We're lifting to the side. One more. And let's switch it over to the other side. Lift. And lower. See, feel the difference in our stronger arm? Woo. Our goal is to get each arm, no matter which one is dominant, to be the equal strength. Up, one more. Up. Woo. All right, how are we doing? Good, good. All righty. We're going to start waking up the lower body now. So we're going to do some weighted squats. So a couple of options. You can have 2 hands by your side and your dumbbells are going to come down. You can have 2 dumbbells on your shoulders and you're coming down to squat. You can hold 1 right at your chest. So you can pick, all right? But make sure it's a heavy dumbbell, heavy dumbbells. And here we go. Squat it down and up. Take it down and squat. So as many of you guys, I think most of you know, the last little bit I've been hiking with my beautiful wonderful daughter. So we did some backcountry camping and we hiked in and then we hiked again. And then we hiked after dinner. And after dinner, we hiked this beautiful, beautiful bay. Keep going. And then on the way back to the campsite, I had to go to the washroom so bad. So she says to me, she says, one more. Woo. All right, so if you were doing it like me, change it, maybe change it up, or you can stay. Anyway, so like me, we're gonna go back to the squats. I will continue my little story. And let's take it down. So she says, just go squat in the woods. And I looked at her and I said, are you kidding me? If I squat, I'm not getting back up. And she says, oh my, that's not what you tell us in the fitness classes. What are the ladies going to think of that? My legs were so sore. I swear to God, if I was squatting, we weren't going to do it. But the hikes we went on were climbing hikes. So, whew. A few more. Down. One more. Take it down. Hold it here. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. So I came clean, Laura. All right, deadlifts. We're going to do a single leg deadlift. Now you could do this kickstand, 1 foot back, and you hinge. A deadlift is a hinge. Or you can do it holding the dumbbells, one-legged. All right? We're going to do 1 set on each leg. So it doesn't matter which one you pick. What matters is you're going to keep your head and neck, your torso in line, and come all the way up. Reset your spine. Keep the dumbbells super close to your body. Weebling and wobbling is okay. Makes us grab our core a little tighter. Makes all the muscles around the knee stronger. So this is one, if you're a skier or want a downhill ski, great, great workout. One more. Woo. And up. Very nice. We're going to do it on the opposite leg. So whatever foot you have front is where the dumbbell's going to drag against. Put those shoulders back and down. Small bend in the standing leg. Here we go. And again, you have that option of doing the kickstand. So it's a hinge forward. That front leg still stays nice and straight. And up. Slow your breathing down. That helps the balance, helps us with concentration, or not. Do as I say, not as I do. And up. Got a couple more. 2 more. 1 and 2. Hello, lower body. You're there. You're starting to wake up for me. So we're going to do a reverse lunge. So same leg that's forward is the hand that has the dumbbell. So I'm going to have my left leg forward, dumbbell in my left hand. I'm going to step back, make sure I am railroad tracked or cross-country skied. And here we go. Down and up. Now, I like to put the weight on my thigh, front thigh, giving it a little bit more work to do. Because we're short tonight. We're only doing 2 sets. Well, really only 1 set of this leg. Take it down. Back knee almost kisses the ground. 4 corners of that front foot stays connected to the ground, to the earth. Whew. And down. A few more. One more. We'll hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Other side. So those reverse lunges, lots of quad work, lots of glute work. So step back. Right? Again, you can have it on your shoulder if you like. You can do another shoulder press, or we bring it down onto that thigh. But when it's on the thigh, really put it on the thigh so that quad lifts it up, down, and up. Take it down, lift it up, push, and rise, down. Now, if you're starting to weeble and wobble, like I was just doing, squeeze your inner thighs together. Find that inner strength of those legs. And hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Nice. All right, gonna get light weights this time. Grab some water. We're gonna do a sumo squat. So it's a nice wide squat. You're gonna have 2 weights. We're gonna start low. They're gonna come up into a nice big rainbow. Start and isolate those lower or inner and outer thighs. Come on down, squat down. And let's take it up. Woo. And down. So I'm gonna put my weights down just while we talk. And up. Have a quick look at your knees. Are they out? Can you see your toes? When you come up, are you keeping a soft bend in that knee? Woo, save that joint. Bring it down. And now torso. Shoulders are back. Core is tight. Woo. And lift. Bring it down. All the way up. 2 more. Up. And down. Nice. And give your legs a shake. We're going to go back into that sumo squat. Bring the hands down. Let's start in the squat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open that chest. This is my microphone. And here we go. Up, down, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Hold it down. 3, 2, 1. And up. 3, 2. Lift with the power of your legs, not the pulse. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Take it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Down we go. 3, 2, 1. And up. Nice job for the shoulders and those thighs. All right, upright rows, calf raises. Got to bring our calves into it. So 2 dumbbells. Feet. Now play with this. Some of us need our feet a little wider than our shoulders. Some can come narrow, right? We're gonna lift it up, come up to the calf raise, bring it down. Up and down. Dumbbells stop at the chest, just above the chest. Elbows come out. Out, 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 out. Yes. And lift. Bring it down. Take it up. All right, we're gonna hold it up. 3 pulses on the calves. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Lift it back up. 3, 2, 1. And down. Take it all the way up. 3 calf raises. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Take it up. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Now, whatever way you had your feet for the second round, I'm going to try a little something different. Maybe closer, maybe toes in to isolate a little bit deeper into the outside calf, or toes out. All right. Feel what you want. So up. Ooh. And lift. Right on the balls of your feet. Lift. And up. One more, and we're going to do the hold it up. 3 lifts, 2 lifts, 1 lift, and down. Take it up. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Bring it up. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice. Grab some water. Those shoulders got a little bit of love there. We're going to transition to an off stance squat. So feet are going to be parallel. You're going to need your dumbbells. So bring your feet to beside each other. Step the right foot back just so it's behind your left foot. Chest is forward. Now bend both knees. Come down into an off stance squat. As you rise, do a hammer curl. Bend, squat, rise, hammer curl. Down and up, down and up. Think about those biceps as you rise and up. Looking good. Woo. So both feet, all 4 corners, planted to the ground. And lift. Squat it here. Bring it up. Don't be in a rush. So we want to hold it, hold it, hold it. Power up. Take it down. Let those glutes get nice and strong. Let those quads get strong. Power up. All right, we're going to the other side. Other side. So step the opposite foot back. Remember, hips stay forward. Both knees bend. We hammer curl it up. Here we go. Bend those knees. Curl up. Down and hold. 3, 2, and up. Take it down. Hold, 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 and up. Woo. Really activating that back glute, but both get the love. Take it down. 3, 2, 1, and up. Take it down. 3, 2, 1, all the way up and down. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one. Big squat, big squat, big squat, and rise. Nice. All right, we're going to do a bent over row to a tricep kickback. You got time for some little bit of water. We're going to grab 2 weights. Feet are going to be stacked right underneath our hips. Now we are coming bent right over. So you're into a flat back. So we don't want to do this. We don't want to around the shoulders. We want to be here, head and neck in line. We're going to row it up. Here we go. Let's row. We kick back, bring it down. So take it up to the row. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Take it out. So our back is nice and flat. We can have a dinner plate on it. Our arms in that kick back go straight horizontally from our shoulders right to our fingers to the dumbbells. Bring it up, squeeze. Take it up, squeeze it back. So we hug and we squeeze, engage your back muscles. Then those triceps come into the game. Woo, push. Getting stronger, one more, up. Woo, and up, maybe rock your body side to side. So we're gonna do 3 rows, 3 kickbacks. So set those feet up right back, come on down. Tummy tight, let's row for 3. Up and down. Squeeze and lower. Take it up and drop. Bring it up. 3 kickbacks. 1. Now make sure you're not rushing that kickback. Got to hold it at the back. Bring it in. Hold it at the back. Bring it in. 3 rows. Drop it. 3, 2, 1. We bring it back up. Kick back, hold it, bring it in. Movement happens the lower part of the arm, the elbow, push, and 3 rows. 3, 2, and 1. Back up. 3 triceps. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! All right, we're going down to the ground. So bring your dumbbells on each side of your mat. And we're going to work our chest. We're going to be working our hips, working our core. So the first one we're going to start with, we're doing it twice, is going to be a leg raise with a dumbbell pullover. But when we do the leg raise, we're going to stay with the same leg. So the dumbbell pullover, we cradle it between our index finger and our thumb, and that dumbbell comes down by our belly button. So it comes straight up. Left leg's going to come to the air. So we're going to lower the left leg, bring the dumbbell back, and bring it up. So it's only one leg. All right. So opposite leg can be bent or it can be long. Up we go. Here we go. Reach and up. So my tailbone has to stay to the ground. You're reaching that dumbbell. Full range of motion. As far back as you can go. Foot is flexed. Trying to get length from your hip flexor. Whew. And down. Now maybe the person that doesn't have clearance just does the dumbbell pullover and not the lower leg. And up, 5 seconds. Reach. And one more, hold it, up. Wonderful. All right, get ready to do the other side. Opposite leg comes up. Really extend that dumbbell as high up to the ceiling as you can push it without lifting your head or your shoulders. And then you're going to take the leg all the way down and that dumbbell all the way over. Bring it back up. Whew. So what are we working here? We're working our lower abs, working the upper back. Whew. And because we're doing the upper back with that leg raise, we're going deep into our abs. Push. And of course, those hips get a little bit of love because they're moving for us. Lift. And up. So straight up and straight back. 2 more. 1 and 2. All right. We're cooking here. Cooking with gas. No, we're not. We're pushing the dumbbells. All right. We're going to do a chest press, right? So a nice traditional chest press with a hip raise. So the first one, your feet are going to be flat on the ground, knees bent. You're going to come up into that bridge. So your back is not arched. Your shoulders aren't arched. You're going to hold that there. You're going to continue to squeeze your glutes and press into your feet. And here we go as we chest press. So it's like cactus arms or a goalpost. Back of the arms barely kiss the earth. And because sometimes our bodies like to take the easy route, those hips are going to want to fall. Don't let them. Squeeze those glutes. Push those hips to your ceiling. Press into your feet. And up. Woo. And lift. We are getting stronger. Oh, yes. Press it up. And lift. One more. Woo. Bring those glutes down. All right, we're going to do that again for 45 seconds. However, this time with the hip raise, we're going to bring it down and we're going to push it up. But bringing it down doesn't mean we're going to bring it all the way down to the ground. All right, here we go. Glutes are down to the ground, weights are up. Let's take it up and down. Squeeze. And like I said, maybe you're keeping the resistance that the glutes really aren't touching the ground. And up and bring it down. Oh, my music is already saying, Linda, we're supposed to be doing yoga, but you've got this. Keep going, keep going. Woo. It's going to pause that music. And down, you got a few more. 1 second. So do one more, one more, one more, one more. Amazing. All right, our last two exercises, we're going to do skull crushers with a heel tap. So the heel tap is we're into an upside down dead bug. The knees are going to stay flexed, or feet are going to stay flexed, knees are going to stay right over top of your hips. The dumbbell is you're going to grab one dumbbell on opposite ends and then pull it onto a diagonal. As we tap the heels down, we crush the top of our skull. All right, let's go. Crush and lift. So the leg shape stays the exact same way. Push. Now make sure you push that lower back and belly down and lift. Squeeze. So working the triceps, working that lower core. And breathing. Lift it up, bring it down. Up and down. One more. Two more. Last one. Woo. All right, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And we're going for that last set. So we're going to hold the skull crusher at the halfway point, and then we're going to do 3 heel taps. All right, I'll walk us through this. So get those knees and those legs set up. Bring your arm into a half skull crusher. Tap for 3. 3 and lift. 2 and lift. 3 and up. Bring your arms up. 3 skull crushers. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it to the halfway part and the feet. Tap for 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms up. 3 skull crushers. 3, 2, and 1. Tap those heels. 3, 2, and 1. And bring your knees in your chest and give yourself a nice little hug, because you are done your 40 minutes of weight training and getting strong together. So we're going to transition quickly. If you were playing the music, if you paused it, you're going to say, the music died. It didn't die. I put in 3 minutes of silence for us. So change, you can put your lights nice and low. Move those dumbbells out of the way. Move those stinky shoes. How do I know they're stinky? I don't. All right. Everything out of the way. Need nothing. Going to get you to start our yoga practice by coming and being seated on your mat. So take a nice little seated position, whatever leg likes to be on top of the other. Bring your hands onto your top of your knees. Maybe your palms are up. And then roll the shoulders back and down a couple of times. And start to just settle in. And we've been weight training, so our breath might be a little bit huffy and puffy. So let's bring our focus to our breath. Let's take a nice big inhale through our nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. I'm exaggerating those exhales so you hear them, but feel free to do that yourself. Take it in and exhale. Now inhale peace. Exhale tension. Let it go. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. One more. Inhale and exhale. Let yourself come to a nice quiet spot on your mat. Check in with your body. Can you let it really soften? Maybe that means you have to move and force that shoulder to soften a little bit. Maybe it just means closing your eyes. So today at 2:00 was our fall autumn equinox. So this equinox, it's a time of abundance. It's time of harvest, and it's time of gratitude, right? Thanksgiving is coming up. It's a time for us to gather and take stock of everything that we have. So on your next breath, just think of what you have. Think about your health. Think about your strength. Think about being grounded. Think of all the access you have to food and water. So as the trees are starting to shed their leaves, the practices encourage us to release what we no longer need. Pretend you're a tree. Your leaves are falling. Let go of anything that's not serving you anymore. What don't you need? What are you holding on to? Let this equinox be a time of change, a time of growth. It's a transition. And on your next two breaths, just think of something that you're really, really grateful for. Again, we could be our health, it could be the food in our fridge, it could be our family and our friends. And on your next inhale, just if your eyes are closed, just slowly start to bring them back to focus, back to awake. We're going to bring our arms out to the side and then all the way up towards the sky. You're going to interlace your fingers and press your palms upwards. And then let's take a little lean towards the right. Now, really keeping your sit bones straight down. Maybe your head comes up to look past your elbow up towards your ceiling. And as you lean back towards center, we're going to go into a twist. So right hand comes to the left knee, opposite hand behind, and we twist. Now see if you can get that twist nice, long back. Twist from your belly, your heart, and then your head, deep over that shoulder. We'll come back to center, bring both arms all the way back up. Interlace your fingers, press your palms towards your ceiling. And then let's lean to the left. Maybe the gaze and the neck bend to look up. One more breath. Then we'll lean back to our torso nice and straight and start to go into the twist. So front hand comes to the opposite knee. Using that back hand, create some space in your spine. Go for a nice twist. And as you're twisting, you're pressing, you're getting length into your spine, but you're not holding your breath. And come back to center. Take your legs out to the center. Give those a little flap. They might be stiff because we were sitting. And then we're going to cross the opposite leg to the front. We're going to do that sequence one more time. So let's take our arms up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms up over your head towards your ceiling. Lean to the right. Maybe the leaning gets a little deeper. As we unlean, front hand comes to the opposite knee. Back hand reaches behind us to give us space and length into our spine. And we twist. We twist and we breathe. Hands come back up towards the sky. Interlace those beautiful fingers. Push up through your arms. Lean to the left. Come on back up. Let's go for that twist. Lots of space. Maybe your spine's starting to feel a little different, that it's got a little bit more lift into it, space. Untwist out of that. And once again, let's bring both legs nice and slowly to the front, nice and long. Find those sit bones, give those legs a little flap. Now I want you to take a few breaths to either tap through your legs, maybe you want to massage them, maybe you want to do both. Right? So tap the outer thigh all the way down to your calves, around your knees, go the other way. Both legs get love. And then roll your hands down and up and down your legs. And then point your toes, really coming onto those, the backs of your heels. So your toes are pointing really, really, really all the way to me. And then flex the feet so that the toes are pointing towards your calves. And do that again. So point those toes, right? Your quads are getting engaged here. And then flex the feet. Point the toes towards your shins. Soften and then just do a little windshield wiper side to side with your ankles. Now, can you push your toes all the way over to one side? And what about all the way over to the other side? We ask a lot of our ankles. Give them a little bit of love. And they're going to be in boots soon. Oh, killjoy. And up. All right, let's slide the soles of our feet together. Bring the heels of our feet towards our pelvis. And then using your arms, bring your arms inside your diamond shape that you've created. Take your elbows and press towards the inner thigh into a little seated butterfly. So just flap your wings, your butterfly wings, so little pulses. And then see if you can slow the pulsing down. Little flaps, a little slow. And then we're going to hinge forward. And I just want you to not even think about your spine and just let it go where it wants to go. So you're going to hinge forward and just naturally let it round wherever it rounds. And breathe. Nice stretch for those inner thighs and our hip flexors. And with each breath, maybe you're sinking closer towards the ground. Maybe you're content and perfect right where you are. Wonderful thing about yoga is it's your practice. Take another breath here. And slowly walk your torso back up. Bring your hands along the thighs and then just do those little baby pulses again. So small pulses, and slow your pulse down. Slow the pulse down, not in a rush. And guide, using your hands, guide those knees back up towards the sky. You're going to wrap your arms around your shins. Drop your head down towards your knees. And then really think about your upper back here. Round your upper back. Give it a big stretch. And then just soften. Maybe your head comes to rest onto your knees. One more breath. Rise the head. You're going to take the right leg nice and long. That left leg is going to come onto the inside of the thigh. Now, if it doesn't come all the way up, maybe it hovers around the knee, but it's not going to push into the knee. Maybe it hovers down by your calf, but we're going to try and get a nice, and you're going to find those sit bones. Okay. Now we're going to lean forward into a forward fold, but I want you to walk your hands along that leg that's extended. So just kind of exaggerate it. It's like a moose walking. Big steps forward. Now think about your back, and I want you to back to stay straight this time. So maybe you've got to come back out of it to straighten that back. And then just hold out here. And this leg that's bent, is it fighting you? Can you soften through it? Allow it to change, to soften, to melt. So nice straight back. Slowly walk your hands back up. Now my left knee is bent, and I'm going to bring my left hand beside my back of my hip, and I'm going to come up onto that left knee. That right leg is going to come flat, and I'm going to come into a side gate. I'll show you this side. So I'm coming into a side gate, and then I want to lengthen through my upper body. Get that stretch all the way through. Take another breath. And on this other breath, can you reach the fingers even more? And then we're going to slowly sink back. So you're going to sink those glutes down, drag that foot back in, coming into that side tree. Take that leg nice and long, give it a little shake. Maybe rub the legs, maybe tap your legs. And let's do those so heels pressed away, toes towards your shins. Point your toes towards me, right up on the balls of your back on the heels. And then toes point towards, toes point away. And then windshield wiper your ankles all the way over. Don't be in a rush. And then we'll slide the opposite leg up. This side might be a little different. Find your sit bone. And then walk like you're that moose or giant giraffe that has to lift their legs up. And you're coming to that neutral spine. So straight back, straight back. And check in. Are you holding tension anywhere? I can tell you this knee is going to hold the tension. So if it's feeling a little bit too much, just back the foot a little further down the leg. Take one more breath. And on your exhale, big exhale, inhale, start to walk your body back up. One hand's coming to the ground behind you. You're going to pivot and lift those hips, coming into that side gate. I want you to really think about lengthening through your upper body, through your ribs, the side of your body. Now you're not collapsing into that shoulder. It's nice and light, nice and long. Take another inhale. Exhale, lengthen a little bit more. One breath. And slowly we're going to unwind so that your glutes drop to the ground. That hand comes back down. We're back into that half table. You're going to bend both feet, both knees. Both feet are going to be as wide as your mat. And you're going to do a little windshield wipe. So side to side. Point those hips towards the ceiling. And then bring your feet back in a line with your hips. You're going to roll yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. And then let's rock side to side, but go super slow. If you were to count in your head, maybe you count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back over. Maybe it's 6, 7. Rock side to side. We want to take the time that fall brings us to change. Bring your knees back inside our chest. And then just take your left leg and bring it to the ground. Hug the right knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Now make some circles with that knee. Go around one way. Nice and slow. Then go the other way. And then we'll bend that opposite knee, bring that foot down to the ground. We're going to take that leg that's been twisting and bring that ankle across our thigh. Using your hand, guide the knee away. We're going to come into a figure 4. Bring your arms up overhead, back of the hands, kiss the earth. And soften. Bring your arms to cactus arms. And let's do a little rock. So we're going to take that foot, bring it down towards the ground. Bring it back up. And as you bring it back up, really pointing the knee, flexing that knee away from your body, getting lots of movement into that, lots of length into that hip. And then rock over, bring your foot back down to the ground. We're going to hold it here for a breath. Bring it back up. And now let's reach our hands through our knees and give ourselves a nice little hug. So both that knee comes towards our chest. A little deeper glute stretch to finish us off. And let's unravel out of that. Take both feet nice and long, both legs long, both arms long. Give yourself a giant stretch and a giant reach. And then we'll bring the opposite knee into our chest. We'll go for those hips, knee circles. So go around. Just listen to what your body wants intuitively. I might tell you to go slow, but maybe the side wants to go slower. Or maybe it needs to go a little faster. So do a few one way. Do a few the other. And then we'll bend the knee in the opposite foot. Take that ankle, leg that we were using, cross it over. Using your hand, guide the knee away into a figure 4. Arms come back up. Reach through, big, big stretch from your ribs and your shoulders and your hands. Then they kiss the ground and they soften. And then drag the arms to cactus arms, opening up our chest. We're going to drop and twist the foot towards the ground. Rock it back up. And drop it again. And we'll hold it here. So getting a nice stretch for our IT band, inner thighs, outer thigh. Bring it back up. Bring the arms through the legs and give yourself a hug. So you can either hug behind the thigh, or if you want to, hug the top of the shin. Hug it in. We're going to uncross the legs. You're going to bring both hands on top of your knees. So you're kind of spider hugging your knees. And then we're going to take the knees both away from one another and then back in. So do some independent circles. Do 2 or 3. Go the other way. Hips are going to love this. We're going to bring both knees back into our chest. Give yourself a little hug. Then drop, bring the knees back in line with the hips. Drop the knees to any side you want, and you're going to just roll over and come onto your belly. Onto your belly, you're going to bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, top of your feet, top of your toes are going to kiss your mat, and then just bring your one leg into your glutes and one leg into away. So back and forth. And then bring both feet towards your glutes. Press into your hands and lift yourself up into a little baby cobra. Lengthen the legs. Drop the forehead towards the ground. Kick the legs back into your glutes as you lift a little higher. Bring the legs nice and long. Let the forehead kiss the ground. One more time. Let's bring those legs into our glutes. Press up. Maybe come all the way up. Arms straight. Arms lengthen. You're going to sink back down. Press into your hands. Push yourself back into a child's pose. So pushing your glutes back towards your heels. Sinking your forehead down towards the ground. Maybe reaching your arms forward. Maybe you want to go wider lead. And breathe. You're going to bend at the elbows so both hands stack on top of each other. Bring your forehead down to the ground. And now press your chest towards the ground. Get that heart opener. So as we move into fall, we've transitioned, we change. We're in charge of our change, in charge of our bodies, in charge of our thoughts. Maybe set an intention for the next few weeks. And breathe. Get heavier with each breath. Sink deeper. Let the glutes glide towards your heels. One more breath. Come back up and unravel those arms. Come back up into a tabletop position. Curl your toes, press yourself back up, or not back up, press yourself back to a downward facing dog. Press your chest towards your thighs, heels towards the ground. Shake your head side to side. Shake your hips side to side. Maybe pedal through your feet. Find one last breath of stillness, pressing the sit bones towards the sky, tailbone up, up, up. Put a bend into your knees. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Take your time. Hang out here. Bring your nose towards your knees. Slowly drag your hands up your legs. Keep your shoulders heavy. Keep your head heavy. Will be the last thing that comes up. Bring your arms all the way up. Give yourself a stretch on one side of your body, a stretch on the other side. Stretch both sides. Join your palms, join your fingers, and join your thumbs. Bring your hands down to your heart center. And we have transitioned to fall. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining me. I hope you feel wonderful. Namaste.